Even Tortorella didn't have the balls to sit Max out last night with Tom Brady watching the game.
Tom Brady got Max back in the lineup.
100%. Our good friend Ty Domi, who grabbed you by the throat and hauled you right over the desk one night when in front of me. Remember the beast? He is a strong guy. Anyway,
that's par for the course.
We know that he was in Tampa Bay last night, taking in the game between the Columbus Blue Jackets and Tampa Bay, and his guest. I don't know who was Tom Brady Ty's guest or was Ty Tom Brady's guest.
I would imagine.
Would you guess?
Well, if it's a hockey game, Mac. Who do you think invited who to a hockey game? Come on.
Well, Ty's not a name dropper. We know that. He's not a guy that. He likes to hang with us. We'd run into him. He's always great.
He's dropped us like a hot potato. I can't blame him, man. Me or Tom Brady. Figure it out.
Anyway, even Tortorella didn't have the balls to sit Max out last night with Tom Brady watching the game.
Tom Brady got Max back in the lineup.
100%. 100%. Yeah. Anyway, it comes back to the same thing. Max Domi has struggled at times, but he has to sit him out 2 games instead of just one game. Like, who does that?
I know. Come on. We've beaten this up.
Kekalainen feels bad enough about this trade for Anderson for Domi. He doesn't need his coach sitting out Domi for 2 in a row. Sit him out 1. I'm fine with that. But he doesn't have to do it 2.
I think the Columbus Blue Jackets, are 0-7-1. I don't know if they've won 2 games, Mac, in the last month.
Yeah.
Merzlikins comes out and says this is getting embarrassing. Not quite Jack Campbell where he called himself embarrassing, but he said this is getting embarrassing. It's painful sitting in the locker room. And I'm reading this and listen and trying to absorb it. And when this stuff goes public, Mac, can you imagine what it's really like for these guys? And I go back to Ryan O'Reilly as a Buffalo Sabre, and he did the same thing. Hated coming to the rink. Not even sure I like hockey anymore. This is bad. When players speak of this is really, your organization's at a critical point. Ownership, management, coaching, you got to take it personally when your players speak like this publicly.
Big time. And then the one thing I didn't like, he said, I don't want to be like Buffalo. I'm thinking, you might be worse than Buffalo right now, buddy. So look, it's not good. It's devastating for a management team to hear that talk. It's devastating. It's your fan base. You don't want your fan base hearing it. You don't want your management team hearing it. You don't want your owner hearing it. It's not good. It's not good. And you know what? You know how the only way to fix it? The only way to fix it is on July 1st, they better get Seth Jones in a room with guards outside and not let him out till he's signed.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the start. And then on free agent day, the same day, you're going to have to overpay to get some people to go there.
Yeah.
You got to do it. You've got to do it because you've got to change the perception, which in my opinion is an unfair perception because I happen to like Columbus, Ohio.
Now,
as a city, I love it as a city.
Can you remove the guards from the door for 1 second so Yarmo can go in there and tell Seth Jones exactly what that will make him sign long term?
Well, first before the guards come in, you let Tortorella out the door. You don't let him in there with they put the guards there after Tortorella's out of the room.
Well, to be out of the room, Mac, means that you're out of the organization. They have no choice at this point but to thank John Tortorella for his years of service, but we're moving in another direction. That is a foregone conclusion right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But forgetting Torts, it's all, for me, Seth Jones. It's out there that Werenski wants to go to Detroit. It's, this has got to come to a stop. And And I don't know what Seth Jones wants to do. I think they can. I'm hoping they can get him signed, and they may have to pay him more than what he deserves based on the year he's had. But they got to change this perception, and that's where it's going to start to try to get that deal done July 1st.